Hi everyone. This presentation is to discuss about the digital transformation of NDB Bank, which made for Technology for Business subject in Master of Business Studies program 2025. This is group number 14. Our team members are Madhavi, Aziza, Sugitapala, Sivandi, Germany, and Bandara. Next, we will move to the executive summary. Under that, introduction, business context analysis, digital maturity assessment, stakeholder analysis, technology infrastructure recommendations, digital culture and change management, risk management and cybersecurity, conclusion and recommendations, and finally, references. For the next session, I owe to Germany.
Thank you, Sevandi. As a group, we have selected NDB, which is one of leading and popular bank in Sri Lanka, in order to continue our discussion. As I mentioned earlier, NDB is the one of popular and leading bank in Sri Lankan banking sector. That established with the vision to empower individuals, business, and communities as well. Over the years, the bank has built a reputation for its forward thinking approach, leveraging technology and strategic initiatives to stay ahead in a rapidly changing financial and business environment. When we consider the digital transformation of NDB, the NDB has embraced innovations as a core driver of its growth strategy. Bank digitalization initiatives are designed to enhance operational efficiency in order to deliver seamless customer experience and create a long-term value for all of its stakeholders. Then let's move forward to this to see how the NDB is going to face that digital transformation process in order to compete with other leading banks in Sri Lanka. Today, I'll be presenting an overview of Sri Lanka's current economic, technological, and regulatory landscape and how those factors affected to the NDB to create challenges and opportunities. Let's begin by looking at the economic landscape of Sri Lanka. As we all know, over the past few years, the country has faced number of significant challenges such as high inflation, currency depreciation, and substantial fiscal deficit. All of which have contributed to some of economic failures in Sri Lanka. And also, Sri Lanka's debt level remain a major concern uh, within this economic situation. As the country recovers from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, the economy is still in a delicate state. Because of that, Sri Lankan government seeking a financial assistance from international monetary funds to stabilize and rebuild its physical health. When we move to the technological landscape, there has been a noticeable shift towards digital transformation in recent years, especially in the areas of fintech, digital banking services, such as mobile banking, peer-to-peer lending, are becoming more popular. But some of challenges remaining due to the access to the internet is still limited, and also digital literacy is an issue for many people with people in Sri Lanka. And the country faces significant cybersecurity risk as more people turn to digital financial services. Then we discuss about the regulatory landscape. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka plays a main role to maintaining a financial stability in Sri Lanka. But its effectiveness has been impacted by ongoing economic and political instability. Additionally, new regulations are emerging to promote financial inclusion, particularly in the areas of mobile payment, digital banking, and microfinance. However, inconsistent regulations coupled with the ongoing political volatility continue to create challenges for business and investors as well. Uh, After discussing those factors, now we are moving to identify the challenges and opportunities that NDB has faced within this changing environment. Starting with the challenges, the overall economic uncertainty in Sri Lanka is a significant concern to the bank. Issues like high inflation, sovereign debt, and currency depreciations are creating challenges for financial instability of many institutions. Moreover, the economic slowdown has resulted in increasing in non-performing loan. NPL rate increases uh, when country has faced some economic failures, which is directly consequence of a financial strain of business and customers also. Additionally, NDB face intense competitions from both public and private bank in the sector. And another critical concern is the cybersecurity and digital transformation risk. As digital banking services expand, the risk of cyber attacks also increases, which could affect both customer trust and operational stability in the bank. Despite these challenges, there are several opportunities that NDB can leverage in this rapidly evolving environment, as we have identified. First, fintech and digital banking present significant growth opportunities. The growing demand for mobile banking, e-wallets, and online loan services mean that NDB has the chance to enhance its digital offerings and attract broader customer base. And also financial inclusions uh, remain the key areas of focus. NDB has the opportunity to target underserved regions, particularly in rural areas, with innovative solutions like microloans and mobile banking in order to provide greater financial access to communities. Uh, Another existing opportunity lies in infrastructure development. As Sri Lanka seeks to recover from its economic failures, as I mentioned earlier, NDB can play a main role by providing financing and advisory services for key infrastructure projects aimed to supporting the country's economy recovery. Finally, we have identified green and sustainable finance is an emerging sector that NDB can lead. By funding renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and other eco-friendly products, NDB has the chance to not only drive economic growth but also contribute to global effort to promote sustainability. Uh, this is uh, this is the things regarding current economical, regulatory, and uh, technological situation, and how those factors affected to the NDBs to creating challenges and opportunities. Now, I would like to invite one of my colleagues to continue with the rest.
Thank you, Jamini. Let's see digital maturity of NDB Bank. Assessing NDB Bank present digital capabilities and establishing goals for future development are key components of determining the banker's level of digital maturity in Sri Lanka. A formal framework for this assessment is offered by the use of the Digital Maturity Model DMM, which include characteristics like customer experience, strategy, technology, operations, and culture. Let's take a look at NDB Bank's digital journey. Mapping NDB Bank's digital maturity to the DMM levels. First level, basic digital adoption. Second level, emerging. Third level, connected. Highest level, multi-moment. Right now, NDB is at the connected stage in digital maturity. NDB offers advanced digital banking with NEOS Banking, NEOS Pay, and whole top security certification like ISO certification. As an example, 27,001 they have won. NDB has been recognized for technology, resilience, and strong digital operations. They want to reach the highest level multi-moment digital maturity. To get there, they need AI-driven banking, personalized services based on customer behavior, blockchain security, safe, faster transactions, real-time automation, AI that detects fraud, approves loans instantly, seamless banking everywhere, a culture of innovation. By achieving these, NDB Bank will set new standards in digital banking. That's how NDB Bank advancing in digital maturity. Next, see stakeholder analysis of NDB Bank by Situmini.
Now I'm going to talk about the stakeholder analysis. Stakeholder engagement is a critical component of NDB Bank value creation process. As the operating landscape evolves, so do the needs and concern of the stakeholders. Stakeholders are categorized into two parts, internal and the external groups. So when come to the internal stakeholders, first internal stakeholder is employee. NDB Bank engage with employee through annual surveys, including satisfaction, HR, ISO, and department survey, as well as digital engagement platforms. Periodical staff meetings such as town hall, weekly leadership meetings, monthly regional manager and business review meeting. So when come to the role in digitalization of employees, employees hold significant influence over the success of NDB Bank's digitalization initiative, as they are responsible for implementing and adopting new digital tools and process. Their interest in digitalization is high, as the direct impacts their daily work, productivity, and the career development. The second internal stakeholder is the management. Management at NDB Bank plays the pivotal role in driving the bank's strategic direction and including the digitalization initiative. The banker engaged with management through regular leadership meetings, strategic workshop, and performance review. Management is also involved in decision-making process related to the resource allocation and technology investment and organizational changes required for the digital transformation. The role of digitalization in management. Management hold a very high influence over NDB Bank Digitalization Initiative, as they are responsible for making strategic decisions, allocating resources, and driving organizational changes. Their interest in delegation is also high, as it directly impacts the bank competitiveness and operational efficiency and the long-term growth. Next. Next, we talk about the external stakeholders. Next one is customers. NDB Bank engage with the customers through periodic satisfaction surveys, feedback tabs in branch, ongoing interaction at branch, online and social media platforms, print and electronic media publication, and online and mobile banking portals. Rolling digitalization of customers, customers have significant influence over the success of NDB Bank digitalization initiative, as their adoption and satisfaction with digital channel directly determine the initiative outcomes. The customers' interest in delegation is also high, as it directly affects their banking experience, including convenience, safety, and efficiency. The potential impact of customers on initiative is substantial. Positive adaptation and feedback can accelerate digitalization, while resistant or dissatisfaction can hinder progress. The next one is shareholders. NDB Bank engage with shareholders through the annual general meetings, quarterly investor webinars, investor roadshows, year-round meeting with investment analysts and stockbroker, and publications such as annual report, quarter performance update. Next, see how shareholders' role in the digitalization. Shareholder hold high influence over NDB Bank digitalization initiative, as they provide the necessary funding and support for the strategic investments. Their interest in delegation is moderate, as they are primarily focused on the long-term growth. And the potential impact of shareholder on the initiative in significant. They support to crucial for securing investment, while a lack of confidence could limit resources. The next stakeholder is communities. NDB Bank engages with communities through meetings with beneficiaries of CSR initiatives, publications such as sustainable reports, and ongoing CSR projects. NDB Bank address these concerns through strategic CSR project and social economy empowerment initiatives. The role of the delegation about community. Communities hold moderate influence over NDB Bank digitalization initiative, as they impact the bank reputation and the social license to operate. Their interest in delegation is low to moderate, as they are indirectly affected. The potential impact of communities on the initiative is limited but important. Positive community relation can enhance the bank reputation and support for digitalization. Therefore, maintain community engagement is very beneficial. So the next session, I over to Dinesh.
Up to now, our team members present you about the business context analysis, digital maturity model of the NDB Bank, stakeholder analysis of the NDB Bank. Here, I am going to present you about the technology infrastructure recommendation for the NDB Bank. Having a strong technology infrastructure is the key part of the modern banking. It will help to fast transaction, compliance with regulation, to enhance security, also to improve customer satisfaction, to increase the efficiency of banking operation. Technology infrastructure can mainly be categorized as hardware, software, and networking. Other than above three, we can mainly identify another four key components of technology infrastructure. It can be listed as data storage and management, security and compliance, cloud and virtualization, IT support and monitoring. As a Sri Lankan top commercial bank and leading bank in technology side, NDB Bank used advanced technologies for their day-to-day operations. I will brief about NDB Bank technologies under the technology infrastructure and some recommendation for they can further improve or develop their technologies in the banking system. If we considered about data storage and management, NDB Bank used advanced core banking system named Temenos TR20 since 2023. That system enhanced the bank ability to manage customer information securely and efficiency. Also, they used in-house virtual data room for data storage and management. If the bank can increase or further develop artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic process automation, they can increase their accuracy, can reduce the time wasting, and also can increase the banking efficiency. Next key components of infrastructure technology is security and compliance. Other than that, there are major core banking system and basic security technologies. NDB Bank use AI-driven video KYC for security of their data and information. We can recommend blockchain technology and cyber security, and also quantum computing technology for their development of security and compliance. Next key component is cloud and virtualization. NDB Bank currently use Microsoft Azure Cloud Services, Microsoft 365 with their core banking system and other technologies under this category. NDB Bank can use 5G and edge computing to enhance in the technology under this category. Next key component is IT support and monitoring. NDB Bank use wide-ranging suite of IT support and technology system to enhance operational excellence throughout the banking operation. Key initiatives are multi-layered security strategy and AI-based video KYC system. When we talk about multi-layered security strategy, its system detect and mitigate potential threats proactively, safeguarding both operation and customers' data. Bank employs multi-layered security strategies. AI-based video KYC system is the system support to improve customer onboarding and compliance processes. Also, this technology provides secure and efficient remote customer verification, aligning with regulatory standard and improving the customer experience.
Thank you, Dinesh. Now we'll see what is the digital culture. NDB Bank has a strong focus on using data to improve how they are served their customers and run their operations. Customers first. They use data to understand what their customers want and needed. This helps them come up with the solutions that feel personalized and make customer happier. Not only that, a strong data culture allows employees to work faster and smarter with better coordinations across them. Second, smart technology. They rely on advanced teach to study data, which helps them make better decisions and work more efficiently. Decisions backed by data lead to the accountability, transparency, and continuous improvement. Then, big data thinking. By combining what they learn from data with their focus on sustainability and the bigger challenges out there, they make sure their strategies are impactful and the future ready. Moreover, data helps organize to set a realistic goals, plan effectively, and track performance through the measurable metrics, engaging employees at every level. Now we'll see what the change management. Certainly, change management at the NDB Bank focus on the ensuring smooth transitions within the organization, especially during the digital transformation. Aligning the organization. The bank has restructured to the matrix systems. This means teams are more connected, specialized roles are defined, and collaboration is the smoother. Everyone is working together better, ensuring departments stay aligned with the shared goals and clear communication. Everyone has a good communication with all the departments. Regular meetings share the goals and objectives. Leadership support, that's a very important. And they are celebrating their success even. Secondly, we'll see what the engaging employee. NDB supports its people through the training program to help them grow and adapt to changes. There's a big focus on the creating a culture where employees feel encouraged to innovate and embrace newer challenges. Not only that, welfare programs, work life balance, social events, physical growth opportunities, and the value driven culture. Thirdly, focus strategies. The bank consistently upgrades its system to keep up with the change while being prepared for any challenges. They have clear plans like the Voyage 2025 initiative and make sure everyone stay in the loop to good communication. We'll see what NDB as a bank has always been the forefront of the move to digital technology with pioneer digital solutions like NEOS online and mobile banking. Fueled by its ambitious Voyage 2025 strategy, NDB is combining the most advanced technology and innovations to verify what the future of banking would look like its the customers. At a time where minimum contact with the others was encouraged, NDB introduced the NEOS Pay feature to the NES or QR payment method. Thank you very much.
Under risk management and cybersecurity, I like to discuss about these topics. Cultural barriers to change. When implementing new tactic to digital transformation, organizational culture will be created as a significant barrier or resistance. Therefore, these resistance should be overcome for successful digital transformation initiatives. Second one is legacy systems. Technical debt and legacy system can be affected as a risk for digital transformation in NDB Bank. This system should be properly managed and linked with digital transformation system. Under data integration issues, when implementing an effective system, data integration difficulties may occur without any interruptions. To address this difficulty, data silos should be broken down. Another point is skills gaps. Talents and abilities are critical for launching a digital transformation system. The lack of these talents will pose a risk to the organization and skills gaps should be fulfilled. Another one is data privacy concerns. There is an abundance of data, both personal and financial. As a result, data security should be prioritized. And initiating the digital transition will pose a danger. Furthermore, consumer data privacy requirements should be strictly enforced and unlawful access should be prevented. Otherwise, data privacy will be a major problem and risk. Furthermore, while launching digital initiatives, the NDB Bank should examine its financial regulations. Under fraud risk include phishing attempts and transaction fraud, among others. As a result, fraud detection techniques should be improved as we go forward with digital transformation. Another one is cost resource management. When starting a digital business, investment in technology, infrastructure, and trained personnel are required. Non-effective resource management and cost will pose a risk to the company. One is reputational risk. If digital initiatives fail, the NDB Bank's reputations would suffer, which has been built over decades. Therefore, getting initiatives should be properly managed. Another one is third-party risk. When implementing digital initiatives, third-party service providers may raise security concerns and operational challenges. Next one is customer capability. Because of their limited access to technology, not all clients will be able to adapt to the new digital transformation concepts. They always favor traditional banking methods. Therefore, it is a risk. Another one is cybersecurity risk. When digitalization occurs, the number of cyber criminals increases owing to the large volume of data and transactions. Cyber attacks and data hacking are the major concerns. As a system and data include sensitive customer information, login systems, privacy, OTP, and security measures should be improved with the assistance of competent personnel and appropriate programs. Let's move to the recommendation. NDB Bank has shifted to the digital transformation and has optimized their operation, conclusion, and cybersecurity. Under this, I like to speak about these topics. First one is cultural barriers to change. When implementing new tactic for digital transformation, organizational culture will be created as a significant barrier or resistance. Therefore, these resistance should be overcome for successful digital transformation initiatives. Second one is legacy system. Technical debt and legacy system can be affected as a risk for digital transformation in NDB Bank. These systems should be properly managed and linked with digital transformation system. Another one is data integration issues. When implementing an effective system, data integration difficulties may occur without any interruptions. To address this difficulty, data silos should be broken down. Another one is skills gaps. Talents and abilities are critical for launching a digital transformation system. The lack of these talents will pose a risk to the organization, and skills gaps should be fulfilled. Another one is data privacy concerns. There is an abundance of data, both personal and financial. As a result, data security should be prioritized, and initiating the digital transition will pose a danger. Furthermore, consumer data privacy requirements should be strictly enforced, and unlawful access should be prevented. Otherwise, data privacy will be a major problem and risk. Furthermore, while launching digital initiatives, the NDB Bank should examine its financial regulations. Exactly. Another one is fraud risk. Fraud risk include phishing attempts and transaction fraud. Among others, as a result, fraud detection techniques should be improved as we go forward with digital transformation. I will go for cost resource management. When starting a digital business, investment in technology, infrastructure, and trained personnel are required. Non-effective resource management and cost will pose a risk to the company. Reputational risk. If digital initiatives fail, NDB Bank's reputation would suffer, which has been built over decades. Therefore, getting initiatives should be properly managed. Third-party risk. When implemented digital initiatives, third-party service providers may raise security concerns and operational challenges. 10th, customer capability. Because of their limited access to technology, not all clients will be able to adapt to new digital transformation concepts. They always favor traditional banking methods. Finally, cybersecurity risk. When digitalization occurs, the number of cyber criminals increases owing to the large volume of data transactions. Cyber attacks and data hacking are the major concerns, as the system and data include sensitive customer information. Login systems, privacy, OTP, and security measures should be improved with the assistance of competent personnel and appropriate programs. Next, we will move to the conclusion. NDB Bank has shifted to the digital transformation and has optimized their organization competitive advantage of financial sector and customer experience, etc. They have involved with AI, cloud computing, and big data analytic method. Mainly, they have improved by the side of banking services, customer experience with maintaining of customer trust, high security under the control of accessibility, decision-making capabilities, employee training, ensuring cybersecurity likewise. I will go for recommendation. It is great if NDB Bank continue customer-centric innovations. To understand the customer needs and performance, AI and big data would be important. Investment on cybersecurity would be prioritize activities sensitive with customer data. It may be important to build the customer trust. And regular training and upskilling should be done to maintain the current digital maturity level and to go ahead further. Planning customer engaged digital literacy programs would enhance the customer satisfaction and adoption. To enhance the digital capabilities, NDB Bank could explore and expand their strategic partnership with outside technology partners. If NDB Bank aim about key points, it may lead to the customer satisfaction, ensuring its long-term consistency. To mitigate the risk of digital platforms, they can do regular audits and adapt to the advanced technologies. And employee training will be important to them. Then finally, those are the references. And finally, thank you very much for engaging with us.